December.
With this video, what do you guys think about my hair? I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a lot lighter. It's more like ashy. I really want it to be like a really ashy with a bit of silver, but not completely silver. So I basically just relightened my bleach, and some of the colors did turn a bit purpley and grainy right here. And I also have this guy here. Look who's here! Hi! Say hi, Tofu. Can you give mommy kiss kiss? Can you give mommy a kiss kiss? Oh, you're the sweetest. That's my baby. So welcome back, guys. This is my top 5 favorites series, and I am going to be talking about eyelashes. Yes, baby. So I will be doing an application of each to show you that it works really well with my eyes. It actually enlarges them, and it does make a big difference with the natural, subtle look. So the first pair we're going to talk about are these here, which are Poise by Kiss Lashes. So these are my first pair of favorites. You have to be careful when removing them from the box. As you can see, the band is super thin and it can get out of shape. So I'm going to just put on some lash glue and apply these on. These pair with my eyes really well, as they are not too fluttery or crisscrossy. They're just more long but a thin volume length. And these actually fit my eyes and are very comfortable to wear. This pair does give me more of a natural look, and it is flirty looking. So the second pair I have, it's by House of Lashes. These are the Featherettes. These are probably the most dramatic ones that I'll ever place on my eyes, just because the lash band is just thick enough where it's not going to be overpowering my lids, or even just to control to open my eyelids, because sometimes when they're too heavy, it just kind of blocks my whole eyelids and it just kind of hurts because it's just like too heavy. So these are actually one of my favorite fuller ones, just because it has 2 layers on them. It's nice and feathery. Again, the lash band is nice and soft still. Since these pair has the most thickest bands out of all of them, it actually is helpful to kind of bend them, but these are not so hard or thick, so they're very flexible. And once you wear them quite a few times, it kind of goes in the shape of your eyes, so it's actually a lot easier. The way how the lashes are kind of facing upwards kind of gives it more of a perky look, making my eyes a bit larger. So these are actually one of my favorite dramatic ones. So the next one I have is by Monda Studios, and this is actually a really close shape as my Demi Whiskies that I really love. So let's get started with this. I believe this one I do need to measure and cut, because I remember it didn't really fit as well. So this also does have a thin lash band, so you gotta be really careful when removing it because it will lose its shape at the lash band. So this is how they look like. Very similar to the Demi Whiskies. I like how it's a lot shorter on the inside and it just flares out at the edge. You already have like a little bit of adhesive on the lash line from the package, so this makes the application a lot easier when I apply it on to measure my eye shape. Yes, I gotta cut this guy. I have to cut it maybe just one little piece. I do need to trim the same amount on this side. So now that I have it measured, I'm gonna go ahead and just put lash glue. So this style is really similar to the Demi Whiskies, but they don't have that crisscross action. I still love them though.
Never ends. I'm lacking sincerity, but you don't care at all. Miss Boozley cigarettes trying to take me home.
After washing my my hair, I noticed it's starting to come a little brassy, so I'm actually gonna do some silver toner to make it a little bit lighter and more ashier for the way I like it, because right now it's turning a little bit brassy. But anyways, favorite in the world, these are the Ardell Demi Whiskies. You can find this in the drugstores anywhere. My favorite go-to lashes. Now these here are really nice because they have that crisscross action, which I talked about, and it's shorter and it does fan out. These pairs have been used once or twice, but the lash band is still nice and thin, it's clean, but I love how the wispiness is. It's really crisscross, so when you open your eyes, you get that nice fullness, but that flirty kind of look as well too. So let's apply this on.
Seen you before, holding your shoes in your hands, running out that door, and you are nothing, but you say you wanna dance, and you're worrying, oh, you'll end up in the wrong hands.
Lashes, I know I don't have any makeup on. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually going to be doing a demo and review on a new foundation. That's why I want to do the eyelash application of my final and last favorite lashes before I move on to my skin. So I'm sorry in advance I don't have any face makeup on. Yes, they are another pair of drugstore lashes, which I don't mind. They're amazing. They are really nice. I will show you what they have. 2 layers on them, and I love how fluttery and wispy they are. This one here is my first favorites I bought of this collection or this line, which is called Lily. I'm gonna measure the shape to cut them if needed, and I will proceed on with the demo. Hair is also very thin at the lash band, so you have to be really careful. And as you can see on this package, I don't know if you can see, but the glue is on here pretty tight. So I normally just kind of pull down, but again, they are pretty thick. Not the lashes, the adhesive. It's a pretty sturdy one. Ah! Again, they're very similar to all the other ones I have. They're just a little different where some of them are crisscross, some of them are extra longer, some of them have 2 layers. But again, these complement my eye shape and it just works really well. So as you can see, it's a little longer where I need to cut off about 1 section. I'm just gonna measure my other eye just because I always mention that my eye shapes are different. So I have to measure each eye. I can't just judge it off of one side. This side of my eye is a little bit more rounded, whereas this one's more of an almond. So I feel like this side I don't really have to cut as much usually. Before in the past, I would always judge it off of this, cut it, and this side would just be too short where it just kind of hangs like this, and I have to pull the whole lashes all the way towards the left, where this inner part will end up being somewhere in the center. So just a little note for some who may experience the same thing I am, or maybe not because you guys have normal eye shapes. I just have to do both sides. So can you guys now see that there's like 2 layers? That is why I love this pair so much. And I already applied on mascara. Again, non-existing lashes, so you can't see, but I already prepped them for these lashes.
I swear I've seen you before, holding your shoes in your hands, running out.
So that is it for my top 5 favorites on eyelashes. I hope you guys found this helpful or any way. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you guys like Mr. Tofu here. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye! Wow. Why I love them and how they fit my eye shapes really good. These, the way how the lashes are just kind of pointed up, it gives me more. What sucks is that I have a cowlick here, so this part actually, you can see it goes up more, and this side's always like